Imagine this. You're trapped in a world where death is just a reset button, but every time you die, it's more brutal, more terrifying, and behind it all is the shadow of a group obsessed with chaos, worshipping a force so powerful it nearly destroyed the entire world. This is the reality Subaru faces in Re. The witch cults. They're everywhere in this world, lurking in the shadows, pulling the strings and hiding secrets that could shake the foundation of everything we know. But what exactly are they after? And why does their obsession with Subaru run so deep? The witch cults isn't just another villainous group, it's more like a puzzle with pieces scattered across the entire Re universe. Pieces that we, along with Subaru, are desperately trying to fit together. Today, we're diving deep into the cult's hidden secrets and uncovering the truth about their real intentions. I am so sorry to interrupt, but really quick, 98.7% of you guys that watch my content are not subscribed. So if you like my content, maybe leave a like or subscribe. Thank you guys. We'll get right back to the video. Let's start by going back to where it all began. 400 years ago, the Witch of Envy, Satella, nearly wiped out the whole world. The chaos left in her wake gave birth to a fanatical group, the Witch Cult. But this wasn't just some random collection of villains. They believed Satella was more than a monster. To them, she was almost like a god. The interesting part is that Satella wasn't always the terrifying figure we see glimpses of. Some theorize that she was originally a kind-hearted half-elf who was corrupted by an unimaginable power. The Witch of Envy might not even be Satella's true self, but an alternate persona that took over when she consumed all of the other witches. So the cult's devotion could be rooted in their belief that Satella can be still saved, that the kind person she once was could return if they bring her back. This adds a layer of tragic complexity to the witch cult. They might see themselves as saviors, not destroyers. Now, whether that's true or not remains one of the biggest mysteries in Re. It's this uncertainty that makes the cult so intriguing. They're fanatical? Yes. But what if they're fanatical for the right reasons? What if they're the only ones who truly understand the power that Satella holds? And it's not just Satella. The witch cult's obsession extends to other witches of the sin. Think about it. The other witches like Echidna, Minerva, and Typhon each represented different aspects of the world. Knowledge, wrath, pride. They were all wiped out, consumed by Satella. But the witch's cult might see their return as necessary to restore balance. Some fans speculate that each archbishop of sin serves not just to embody their deadly sin, but to serve as a vessel for the possible resurrection of the corresponding witch. In other words, Petelgeuse, Regulus, and the rest of them might be preparing for the return of their respective witches, seeing themselves as chosen to carry on their legacies. What do you think? Could these twisted archbishops actually be part of a larger plan to revive more than just Satella? It's chilling to think about the possibility of the witches of sin returning to the world in their full power. The chaos that would follow is unimaginable. But speaking of the archbishops, they're more than just figureheads in the witch cult. Betelgeuse, for example, isn't just a crazed villain obsessed with sloth. If you dig deeper in his backstory, you find that he was once a devout and a loyal follower of a kind, compassionate woman, someone who inspired him. But after losing her, Betelgeuse became consumed by madness, warping his sense of sloth into one that embraces insanity and disorder. Then there's Regulus, the archbishop of greed. His character is more than just a power-hungry tyrant. Regulus' obsession with control and his need to dominate everything around him stems from an almost childlike fear of being insignificant. He sees the world as something that should bend to his will because, in his mind, anything less would mean he's losing his identity. He's driven by an all-consuming greed, not just for material things, but for absolute control over his own existence. And let's not forget the other archbishops like Sirius, who represents wrath. Her love for Betelgeuse and the intense emotional state make her a unique figure in the cult. Some fans believe that her connection to him and the unbridled wrath is a clue that the cult members are not only devoted to their cause, but also emotionally tied to one another. They aren't just following orders, they have personal stakes in the cult's goals, which makes them even more dangerous. But here's where the theories get even more interesting. There's a growing belief among fans that the witch cult may not be acting entirely on their own free will. What if they're being manipulated by a higher power, perhaps even Satella herself, from whatever she's sealed? Subaru's ability to return by death is closely tied to Satella, and every time he dies, he can feel her presence watching him. Could it be that the witch cult too is being guided by her hand, driven to fulfill her hidden agenda? And what about Subaru himself? His connection to Satella is no accident. Could he be a key piece in her resurrection? Some fans think that Subaru's return by death ability might be more than just a tool to help him survive. It could be the very mechanism Satella needs to return to the world. Every time he resets, he might be unknowingly drawing her closer to her revival. That would mean Subaru isn't just a pawn in this game. He might be the catalyst that the witch cult has been waiting for. Now, let's not forget that the witch cult influence stretches far beyond just Subaru's immediate story. Their presence has affected entire kingdoms, manipulated politics, and shaped the world of Re in ways we're still uncovering. For example, the cult's actions have indirectly led to the awakening of the royal family in Lugnica, leaving the throne vacant and sparking the royal selection process. Could this be part of the witch's cult plan as well? By destabilizing the kingdom, they might be creating the perfect conditions for Satella's return, a world in chaos that would welcome her balance. The witch cult is one of the most enigmatic and terrifying forces in Re. Their they're unpredictable, ruthless, and willing to go to any lengths to achieve their goals. But it's the mystery surrounding their true intentions that keeps us on the edge of our seats. Are they simply mad zealots? Or do they hold the key to a greater truth that even Subaru can't yet comprehend? So what are we left with? The witch cult is more than just a group of fanatics. They're the keepers of some of the darkest secrets in Reef. From their obsession with Satella to their twisted belief in balance, they're a constant force that keeps Subaru and us on the edge. But their true motives? That's something we'll keep unraveling as the story continues. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think the witch's cult ultimate goal is? Are they trying to bring chaos? Or do you think there's something more to their plan? Let me know in the comments, and if you want more deep dives into Re and any other animes, be sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay curious.